Welcome to Larry's new wrestling podcast and stuff, where we talk about wrestling and we talk about stuff. This is Matt. You're here for the Stone Cold Steve Austin documentary?
Yes.
What do you think? What do you think it's going to be? What do you think it's going to be good, bad?
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be his career, which is awesome.
Reeking of awesomeness?
Of course.
Yes, not The Miz, though.
No.
So do you think that this will be a platform that gives wrestling its name back, its identity back? Because you know what? We think wrestling of today is good or bad? Be honest.
Could be better.
Could be better. Why could it be better?
I think we're missing the caliber of superstars that we had back in the day.
Like who? Name some.
Stone Cold.
Okay. Who else?
The Hardy Boys.
Okay. Who
Loved
else?
them growing up.
Who else? How old are you, Matt?
I'm turning 30 this year.
Congratulations! It's all downhill now. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Are you excited about Dirty 30?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Okay. What would you do if Stone Cold Steve Austin shook your hand and said, "Thank you, Matt, for supporting"? What would you do?
I'd probably pass out, but my friend who's in the car right now, she would scream and she might die.
Do you think that she would like to be interviewed?
She would love to, probably.
Okay, let's go visit her right now, and then we'll be back. All right?
Yeah.
Thanks for your interview, Mr. Matt.
Yes.
We'll be back.
I'm here today because the greatest of all time,
Who is?
Stone frickin' Cold.
Don't even, just go ahead. Stone
What? Cold
There
is
you
going to
go.
be here.
Don't
No,
hold
he's
back.
not going to be. All right, yeah. Listen.
I'm listening.
Larry, let me tell you.
Let me tell you something, BG.
Let me tell you something. There has never been a wrestler like Stone Cold in the history of WWE.
Yeah.
Listen, I would literally die if I ever saw Stone Cold with my own two eyes. All right, listen. I got a Stone Cold tattoo.
Show me.
It's back here.
Wait. Oh,
there it is.
Is that
That
Bill
skull.
Murray?
That is Bill Murray.
Yeah, hell yeah,
That is
that's Bill Murray.
But this skull right here, it says SC across the forehead. Oh, it's hard to see. Whoop.
Get the angle.
There it is.
There it is.
Stone Cold.
There's Mick Foley right below.
Oh yeah, Mick Foley down here.
Show me all your tattoos.
All right, listen up. Mick Foley drew this smiley face. I drew the Mankind mask over it. Got a little Mr. Sacco.
Get it where it's in the sun so we can see it.
There it is, right there, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, Attitude Era, nothing like the Attitude Era
Why?
ever.
Tell me why.
Oh my God, it was so raw and real. The attitude was not. There was nothing contrived about it. You know, it was just so authentic. And I feel like
you know why they can't do that now, though, right?
well, a couple different reasons, but
Tell me why. Why can't they be attitude anymore?
they're trying to be. You know, they're really pandering to the kids right now, and I feel like
Back in the 80s they did, though, and that was a good show.
Okay, true. Fair enough.
And let me tell you why. It's a publicly traded company.
That
that's
is true.
why. And you got to keep that G-rated.
You're right. Right.
And you know what? It's all about business. Did you watch WrestleMania?
Absolutely.
What'd you think of it?
You know
Be honest.
what? Honestly, I was entertained. I'll tell you what. Night one was far better than the second night. Loved Bad Bunny. Loved seeing Bianca come through. You know what I mean? Like,
Why do you like Bad Bunny? He confuses me. Why is he in the ring? Seriously, is he a wrestler? No, he's a guy who speaks English. No, he speaks mainly Spanish.
here's the thing, though. Listen,
See.
Bad Bunny
Yes.
is absolutely
And
one of
nothing
the
against anyone that speaks Spanish.
Not at all.
Go ahead.
Bad Bunny is a huge fan. And so it's awesome seeing them take someone that is a lifelong fan and giving them the opportunity to be in that ring. That makes me feel like any of us have that chance. You know what I mean?
Tell everyone your name out there.
My name's Chelsea.
Chelsea like the Clinton, but better looking. But we can't see your face, though. And who's this guy across from you?
Oh, this is Matt. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Matt was on our show earlier, and I can tell you, Matt, you're back once again. Now I can see your face. Now, Matt, you have a good face. You have a face for TV, and I have a face for radio. Now, listen to me, Matt. What is the reason why you two started dating? Was it because of wrestling? Or do you even date? I'm so sorry. My bad. Who are you guys?
We're a couple of best friends, honestly.
Okay, well, then I'm sorry I made a love connection.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry. So how long you known each other? How do you know each other?
We've known each other for 10 years.
Yeah.
Over 10 years. And
From where?
We met at work.
Yeah, we met at work.
Where Costco? Where do you work?
We work in an art camp.
Oh, okay.
We actually run it. But
Really?
Yeah, I was in the beginning. I wasn't really into wrestling.
What is art camp? It means you draw and you in camp.
Yeah, we teach kids how to draw.
Yeah, my Catholic art teacher used to always like pat me on the head and go, "Good job." that was my art career.
Okay, honestly, we would give you that same sort of props.
You can tell I suck at art, right? You can just tell by my face. I suck at art. You can't see my face though, right, Chelsea?
I can't see your face,
Yeah,
not
but I'm
entirely.
sexy. Look, quick.
There you are.
Sexy.
Come on.
All right, go back.
All
I'm
right.
single and sexy, Chelsea, and nobody cares. So if you have any girlfriends that have a pulse, let me talk to them.
I can hook you up.
Can you tell I work in comedy, Chelsea?
I can tell, yes.
No, because I can't tell what's coming out of my mouth. I have no idea. And Matt, let me ask you, how do you feel about this experience here today? Do you feel like, I know we spoke earlier, do you think it's going to be the greatest film in wrestling history for documentaries?
It very well might be. We will find out.
And you know it's an 8-part series, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and it debuts Sunday, I believe, this Sunday, April 18 on A&E.
Yes.
Do you watch A&E?
We will.
Yeah, we
Now
absolutely
see,
will.
Because of this documentary, A&E now has more attention. And that's the bottom line.
Because Stone Cold said so.
And Chelsea and Matt did too.
Yes.
All right. And thank you, folks, for being on Larry's new wrestling podcast and stuff. Where we talk about wrestling, we talk about stuff. All right. Thank you both. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Why? Hold on. Hold on.
All right.
Chelsea and Matt, are interviews in current wrestling garbage? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why?
Too scripted.
Too scripted,
Why
yeah.
is it too scripted?
Because they don't believe in people's talent, that they'll be able to just do it themselves.
Why, Matt? Why?
Why? Because
Versus the days of old. What's the difference?
They're
They're
lacking
still
in quality. That's what it is, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think the talent's lacking. I think the talent's there. I just think the trust is lacking. I think they want them to be this perfect scripted character, and I don't think you lose the creativity in that.
You know what? You're right, though, because jumping off of that, think about Jericho, you know? Jericho comes up with an idea, and they let him run with it, and I think that is, you're right, it is the trust. They are lacking in that. It's like they don't believe that the talent can pull it off, you know?
Do you watch AEW?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we do.
Do you think that because there's no fans, because of COVID, do you think it'll change once they start to travel or whatever? Do you think they'll actually be a good quality show weekly?
Yes.
I believe in it, yeah. I completely believe that will
Because they
happen.
started hot and they cooled off.
Right.
So what do you think will get them back to being hot again? Do they need bigger names from the old school? Because it seems like Vince will just get rid of you after you've done your time there. So what do you think about that? Do you think that's what the AEW is going to do? Keep getting the guys from WWE?
I don't. I think that's what they do. That's what they need to not do. They need
Yep.
to grow their own stars. Need to bring in like
Grown
Kenny
from
Omega's
within
great.
the system, right?
Right. Yeah.
For sure.
Brand
yeah.
new, never been seen before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's how they're going to get their footing. That's how they're going to get their traction,
And their
you
own
know?
superstars. Like, you don't want to be AEW, the home of all of the former WWE
Right, you don't-
stars. You
exactly.
want to have
That's kind of
AEW
what
stars.
WCW was
Right.
back in the late 90s.
Yeah,
a
for
lot
sure.
of the guys that wrestled for Vince went there, but I enjoyed it because I was a fan of those guys.
Right.
But you know what? Not everybody is a fan of WWE guys because of their current status with their promo skills being whatever. Mm-hmm. Like Daniel Bryan, Edge, and Roman Reigns. Good match or bad match?
Oh, God.
It was a good match. I don't love the ending. I don't think by having Uso come in and interfere that it shows that Roman Reigns is like domineering. It just shows that he can't do it himself. So I mean,
How would you have finished the match? Did you want Edge to go over?
either Edge or Daniel Bryan. And it's not just because Roman's a heel, or it's not just because Roman's shoved down everyone's throat. I just feel like it would be good to have someone win, even if Edge or Bryan took the pin, and that way you'd protect Roman. But then you'd have a good feud for Roman to get it back. And I just think there's better ways to show that he's a strong heel than to have his cousin come in and help him
interfering,
cheat to
exactly.
win.
Do you think that they should have gone with the storyline of his recovery from leukemia instead of making him a heel, or do you think they should have done what they did, lining him up with Paul Heyman?
I like the Paul Heyman. I like him as a heel. I think if they didn't do that and they relied on the leukemia angle, I feel like everyone would just continue to boo him because they would think that it's just,
A sympathy cheer.
Yep,
right,
yep.
exactly.
That's
So do
exactly
you
it.
like the way his body looks, and when it comes to like his look, demeanor? I like him without the vest versus the vest. I think he looks
completely
more
agree.
Oh, yeah.
intimidating. And you know what? He doesn't need to even say the name Dwayne Johnson. He's making his own way into the business without his cousin.
Yeah.
Or just some family, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the Samoan dynasty, Rikishi, and all these guys, I think eventually it'll allow them to come back and also be a part of this big, like, evil NWO
Yeah.
Samoan dynasty that
Yeah.
they could really build, because Jacob Fatu, I don't know if you know anything about him, there's a lot of indie guys that are good within that family that could be building this brand. Like you said, in AEW, they could do that same thing. They could do it in WWE as well.
Yeah.
They don't need to be only the guys that are established. They can bring back whoever they want.
He just needs new music, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, give me a beat. You look like a rock star, Matt. Do you play an instrument?
I don't, actually, no.
No,
no.
you just have the rocker hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
All
does.
right, bro. Yeah. How about you, Chelsea? What do you think? What would be the best scenario for Edge right now, concerning his 47 going? What is he going to do next? Is he going to be a champ again or no?
I don't know if he will be. I think, everybody obviously loved having him back. And it is great having him back. Like, anytime you see any of these, old guys come back, it's always
He's
exciting.
not old. He's 47.
I know
Chelsea.
he's not that old,
Former.
there we go. It was really cool seeing him, especially, what was it? How many years? Was it 10 years or 11?
Yeah, WrestleMania.
10 to the day, or 10 years to the
10
day.
years to the day he came back.
Like, that was so cool. But I was, a little let down, obviously, that Roman took it, but, whatever. I see why they're doing it. Everybody loves Roman,
Yes.
He's a great wrestler, but again, I agree with Matt completely. I don't think that, Jay should have been involved because it would have made him look stronger if he had done it on his own.
But Daniel Bryan wants to be a part-time wrestler now that he's a dad.
Yeah, which I get, and that's totally
and plus
cool.
he came back from their concussion and never
Right.
been able to wrestle again. So
Right.
all these guys are really giving themselves too much in sacrifice.
Yeah,
For their bodies. I mean, they have families that they leave behind, and they don't want to be cripples.
no, for sure.
So, and people say wrestling's fake, and we know that's not the case.
I mean, yeah, look at, who is it, Draws?
Yeah.
Draws, one wrong move,
Handicap.
man, and that's it. Like,
How about Owen Hart?
oh, God, right?
Falling from the rafters and dying in the ring, and they still finished the pay-per-view when they
Yeah.
should have ended it right there.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And so this new era of wrestling needs to be given, you're saying, Matt, given that no competition clause. No need for the competition. Just make sure to make good quality wrestling, right?
Yeah.
But you would be a writer? Would you be a writer?
I think I have some pretty good ideas. Some ideas that better than I see on TV.
Oh, yeah. You can pitch your email to everybody right now, and they'll book you. How about you, Chelsea? Would you be a writer for the show?
I don't know if I could be. I'll tell you what, though, I could be one hell of a hype man.
Really?
I get really excited about it, and I think that, that sort of energy and attitude can be really contagious, especially with wrestling. I mean, it doesn't really take that much to get you excited, but when you're around the right kind of people, that can really inflate the experience.
Well, we're going to wrap this up by you testing your chops. I want you to hype up the next podcast of Larry's New Wrestling Podcast and stuff right now. I want you to cut a promo telling people to subscribe to my show
What?
or whatever you want to do. You say you're a hype woman.
I mean,
Come
I
on.
guess.
Tell people. You're
All right.
Hype yourself.
All right.
Let's go.
Out here in the burbs of Detroit, hanging out with Las Vegas's almost Larry. Larry over here is presenting us with wrestling and lots of stuff. And if you want to get the best, you got to turn into Larry. Hype. There we go. That was the best I had.
Well, you know what? I'll take it.
All right.
Because that's the bottom line. Because who said so?
Chelsea. But
Stone
honestly,
Cold?
Stone Cold said so.
And we'll be back. Here we go. All right, we're back one more time. She's just too amazing. We have another question. Why are you both wrestling fans? What was the trigger? What made you become a wrestling fan? When you knew I need to be a wrestling fan? Go ahead.
I think for me, honestly, I started hardcore with the Attitude Era. It just resonated with me. And when I first saw Stone Cold, when the glass shattered, so did my heart. I swear to God, he embodies everything that I want to be, and the attitude, just the character, he is perfect. And if I could be anyone, it would be Stone Cold. If I ever saw or met Stone Cold, I'm about to start crying even just thinking about it, because he's like my role model, man. He's literally the guy that we all want to be. And so,
Beer guzzling and flipping your
beer
boss off.
guzzling,
That's
doesn't
it.
give a damn. It's everything, man. And when you connect with a character like that so deeply, it changes who you are, man. I'm Stone Cold Chelsea. People know me as that. I have all the shirts. I've got the
Have
jackets.
you given anyone a stunner?
I wish. I feel
Well,
like
Matt's sitting right next to you.
But for me, it's everything. It's Stone Cold, and if it's not Stone Cold, I don't want anything to do with it, and that's the bottom line. But Matt, what about you?
It's the escapism.
I like it. You're interviewing now. Go ahead. Put the microphone near his mouth there so you can hear him.
It's the escapism and the athleticism, and growing up I was like, I want to do this, and so, we got a trampoline, I would just do a swanton bomb to my little brother, but it's growing up with it, and just they become, like Chelsea said, they're your idols, and I just think it's an incredible thing to experience, and a story to follow with, and the excitement when you meet new fans, and it's a community, and I just think it's fantastic.
Yep.
Do you think that Stone Cold Steve Austin is a bigger name than Hulk Hogan? Yes or no?
Yes.
I agree. And the reason why is because he took the 1990s wrestling into another level.
Yes.
And even as a kid growing up watching Hulk Hogan in the 80s, I could even tell that this phenomenon was crazy because of the shirts, the DX, the NWO. But NWO was huge too in WCW. So we would say Hollywood Hulk Hogan is probably just as big a name as Stone Cold was in the late 90s, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I'm a Hulkamaniac, so I have to be biased. All right?
Fair enough.
Brother. Okay?
Forget about it, brother.
Yeah, thank you. Well, now look at this, folks. Chelsea does impressions. Give me some more impressions, Chelsea. Who else can you do?
If you smell what Larry is cooking.
Hi, Shanu.
That's all I got, though. But honestly, like,
Matt,
all of
wait
them.
a minute. Matt's got someone. Who you got, Matt?
No, I'm not.
Don't go messing with a country boy. Come on, hillbilly. Anything? Come on. No?
No, he's got nobody, man.
I can say I was Sheik Hassan. I played a Sheik wrestling manager. I said, America, number one, no, hot two. So basically, I can tell you right now, both of you, thank you so much for being on our show. Thank you for being a part of history. And do you really, really think that wrestling will stay alive even with AEW? Oh, by the way, what do you think about Chris Jericho being on Stone Cold's podcast and breaking barriers?
That's great. That's what we need. We need everyone just to come together. There's no point in doing the competition like
No
that.
more competition,
right,
Matt? You're
enjoy
cool with
it.
that?
Yeah.
You're cool with that? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Why are
There's-
you okay with that? Tell me why.
Because there's more room for everyone, and there's more room for quality, like good quality programs. And I think a little healthy competition never hurt anybody.
So you'll take a bump in the ring if Chris Jericho said, I want to body slam you?
Of course.
Because there's room for everybody.
Me too.
All right. Fair enough. And for you, you're cool with the AEW and WWE doing business together?
I am, because I think it gives a completely different perspective to wrestling. I mean, WWE has honestly monopolized the entire franchise, and I understand it. It was created through them, and they've had their footing there. But I think it is. I agree with Matt. It's a healthy competition.
Do you think Vince McMahon should step away?
Yes.
Why, Matt?
I just think he's done his part. He's played his part. I think that some younger people have better ideas, and it's time for them to get to show it. Like, NXT's amazing, and I can see the...
Who's your favorite NXT guy?
Well, I love Finn Balor, and like right now he's back, so I'm just going to say Finn Balor.
Okay. And for you, Chelsea? Who?
It's funny, because whenever we say Finn Balor, his nephew?
Yeah.
His nephew always says, Finn Balor! And so, we are really big Finn Balor
Is that
fans.
English?
I think it's Irish, 3-year-old Irish gibberish.
3-year-old Irish.
Yeah, that's
good.
what it is.
Top of the morning to you, even though it's afternoon.
Top of the morning. Exactly. NXT, I agree with Matt. It is really fresh. It feels new. And I think that is lacking in a lot of ways in WWE. And I do agree. I love Vince. I think Vince McMahon's great. I love everything that he's done. But I think that, honestly, the brand would go farther. I think that there'd be more longevity. The storylines would be better if they brought in someone else or had other people working on it without Vince monopolizing it.
If you had Vince McMahon right here where Larry's standing, what would you say, Matt? What would you say to Vince McMahon if he was standing right next to your car right now? What would you say to him?
I said, you've had a great run, Vince, but I think it's time to go relax.
You would tell a guy who has 2.1 billion reasons to tell you to shut the you-know-what. You would still say that to his face.
Yeah.
Wow, you got some balls, Matt. All right, and you?
I think I would just hug him.
See, Matt, you're going to get clotheslined and she's going to get a hug. So
true, yeah.
I guess we're going to see what happens. Well, thank you both. I don't want to take up more of your time because I want to let you get ready for your big show.
We're so excited.
All right, and once again, you're going to tune in to see this on what show?
A&E.
No, my show.
Larry's show.
Come on, both. Keep
Larry's show and stuff.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Talk about wrestling and stuff.
Can you just give him a stunner so I feel better?
I wish, man. I'd break my leg.
Yes, okay. Well, guess what? You know what? Thank you both for being on the best podcast in the history of podcasts, in my opinion. All right?
You're not biased.
Thank you. I know. We'll be back. All right. Big G, are you a wrestler, dude? I can't even angle.
Sir.
Why not?
Well, because I like football.
That's cool. I got it. You like football?
Yeah.
Are you going to play with the Las Vegas Raiders?
I wish I could.
I'm going to be moving to Vegas. You want to move it with me?
As long as you got me a job, I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, check it out. I'm going to interview you right now. Why are you a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I'm a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin because he has always shown nothing but the epitome of class.
Why would you say that?
Everything I've seen him in, the things that I've seen him done, that he has done.
You've seen him live.
I've never seen him live.
Oh my God!
I've never seen him live, but you're gonna fix that, right?
How old are you?
I am 49, fresh as of last Tuesday.
Congratulations! You look like $1 million damn dollars. I look like $100.
I tell you what, though.
Yes, brother.
If you make it happen in Vegas, I'll be out there to see him live for the first time.
Big G, how about RVD? Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Rob Van Dam from Battle Creek, Michigan?
No.
No?
No.
And you're a wrestling fan?
I'm not really a big wrestling fan. I'm a Stone Cold Steve Austin
He's
fan.
a Stone Cold fan. See what I'm saying, folks? You have your favorites, but Stone Cold Steve Austin, just so you know, Big G, is the greatest name in professional wrestling. Am I right or am I wrong?
You may be a little right, but to me...
Who's the greatest wrestler of all time to you?
Hulk Hogan.
Brother! Me too! I agree! Give me your best Hulk Hogan impression.
Hello, Larry. I tell you what, if you don't get me to Vegas, these 46-inch pythons are going to come down on you.
Show me the pythons. Oh! Ow! 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 Hey, can I see those guns, brother? Can you show me your guns? Come on, show me the guns.
They're illegal in 49 states, including Michigan.
Well, let's see them. Let's see them. Can you throw me an arm pose? Come on.
Man.
Rock that gun, bro.
Oh!
Oh my God, that's huge. Once again, that's what she said. Anyways, thank you for interviewing on Larry's new wrestling podcast and stuff. All right, so what brought you here, William? Tell me why you're here.
Well, my favorite character, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Why?
I grew up watching him, and
Where'd you grow up at?
I grew up here in Westland, Michigan.
Okay, so what caused you to be a wrestling fan?
I'm not sure. I got 2 younger brothers. All we did was wrestle.
You mean you physically hurt each other?
Yeah, we did. Unfortunately.
Are they still walking?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Why are they here?
No,
Okay, so they're not walking.
they're here. They just didn't walk here.
No, okay. So would you say this is going to be the greatest, maybe documentary for wrestling you've ever seen?
I hope so. It is, because it is my favorite. I got my daughter with me, so we're hoping to like it.
How old's your kid?
She'll be 11.
Does she like wrestling?
Yes.
Good. Why is it that she likes wrestling? Did you force her to like it?
Probably my blood in her.
Really? Because your blood flowing, she loves wrestling?
Oh yes.
All right, well, do me a favor. Tell everyone who's the greatest wrestler in your opinion of all time.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And that's the bottom line, because what's your name?
William said so.
Thank you. We'll be back. So, what brings you here today, sir? Let's get a good angle here, by the way. Come on this way, because I can't. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Why are we here today?
We're here to watch the Stone Cold documentary.
Why?
Because,
Why? Tell me why are we
because
here?
of his greatness. Like,
Why was he great, though?
why was he great?
Why was Stone Cold Steve Austin the greatest wrestler in the history of wrestling? Tell me why, in your opinion,
His
sir.
demeanor, his attitude. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like, he's just a real big legend. Everybody knows who Stone Cold is, and knows how aggressive he gets, and his attitude, and everybody's probably their favorite moment when he stunned Vince McMahon.
What was your favorite moment live? Did you ever get the chance to see him live?
I've never seen him live.
Oh my
Never
goodness,
seen him live.
I have. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
It is. You can't explain the energy when that glass breaks. You can't explain it. It's just like, psh, you're like, ah! You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you right now. How old are you? Is Pierre?
Yes.
Pierre, how old are you?
20.
Are you French?
No.
No, because Pierre is a French name.
Oh, it is?
Hell yeah, it's sexy. Look it up on Google.
Okay.
All right, or Facebook, wherever you can find a Pierre. Say, why the hell is it so damn sexy? Okay.
Okay, I got you.
Well, Pierre, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit.
Detroit. What? We're here live. We're here live.
Michigan.
We're here
I'm from
live.
Detroit,
We're here.
Michigan.
We're here live in Detroit. What? And
Michigan.
we're gonna Michigan, home of the rusty cars. We know. Thank you, Pierre. But we're gonna watch Stone Cold Steve Austin, and you're gonna say to me you're gonna say to me, thank you, Larry, for inviting me to Larry's New Wrestling Podcast live at a stand-up comedy show in Vegas, because you're gonna meet Mr. maybe Stone Cold. Or what would you think if you met RVD? Would you like to meet Rob Van Dam?
I would love to meet RVD.
Did you know Rob does comedy?
Didn't know that.
Now you do. And you're going to come to Larry's New Wrestling Podcast comedy shows.
Yeah.
Live in Vegas, right, Pierre?
Yep.
And you're going to say merci, right?
Yep.
Because you're French. Say merci.
That's it.
All right. We'll be back. Thank you, Pierre, and thank you. And that's the bottom line, because what?
Stone Cold says so.
And Larry, too. We'll be back. Thanks, Pierre.
Yes.
We'll be back. Welcome to our show. What are you here for? Why did you come here today?
To bring my brothers and my sisters to see the WWE movie.
Are you a fan?
Yes.
Yes?
The kids
How long
are
you been a
fans.
fan for?
Since right birth.
Really? Stick your head out, because I can't angle, because I'm doing a selfie. What's your name?
Elisha.
How old are you?
16.
And she gave you permission because she's the adult, okay?
Yes.
All right. So basically, tell me why you're a fan, brother.
I'm a fan because my parents were fans when young kids, and
Yeah?
we've been watching WrestleMania for years. We just got done watching last WrestleMania and seeing Roman Reigns beat Daniel Bryan and Edge at the same time and pinning them. So that's why I'm a fan.
Well, do you think you'll be a fan for life?
Yes.
Do you like current wrestling?
Yes. It's
Why?
because of the storyline they have going on with all the new NXT people coming in and fighting and coming taking titles from old wrestlers and old wrestlers.
Did you say older wrestlers?
Yes.
I like the way you said that because it's called wrestling in the South. Where are you from, guys? Where are you from? Where are you originally from?
Detroit.
Really? Detroit what?
Michigan.
Home of the rusty cars. All right. Well, thank you for your time, both of you, and hopefully you're going to enjoy the big show on Stone Cold Steve Austin's biography.
Yes.
Can you tell me that's the bottom line? Because what?
Stone Cold said so.
Actually, it's what Larry said. That's what's up. All right. Okay, we just finished. And I tell you right now, folks, this is a movie that changed my life forever. And I'm going to never forget it. I'm going to go home now. I'm going to discuss it later. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's the bottom line. Because Larry said so. I'm coming to Vegas.